Malcom McLean was a trucking man. He owned a big trucking company. Back in 1937, he watched his truck's cargo get unloaded and reloaded onto a ship, piece by piece. So slow, so much wasted time, he thought. Must be a better way, he muttered to himself. This simple thought would later change the world. He saw dock workers called longshoremen lifting sacks, crates, and all sorts, loading them one by one into the ship's hold. It was tough, tiring, and very inefficient. McLean imagined just lifting the whole truck body straight onto the ship. This idea stuck in his mind for years. Years later, McLean made his dream real. He sold his trucking company and bought a shipping company, Pan Atlantic Steamship. He converted an old oil tanker, named it the Ideal X. In April 1956, it sailed from Newark, New Jersey to Houston, Texas. It carried 58 big metal boxes on its deck. Those were the first shipping containers. Some port bosses were skeptical, and longshoremen unions worried about their jobs. But McLean was determined. He knew his steel boxes were the future. He believed his idea would make shipping faster and cheaper for everyone. Before McLean's boxes, shipping was a mess. Goods arrived in all sorts of packaging barrels, bags, wooden crates, loose items. Each item handled many times from factory to ship. Loading a ship could take a week, sometimes more. Very slow, very expensive, and goods often got damaged. Then came the idea of standard sizes. McLean and others worked on this. What if all containers were the same dimensions? Easy to stack, easy to lift, easy to transfer. They agreed on lengths like 20 feet and 40 feet. Width and height also became standard, usually 8 feet. This common language for boxes was crucial. Standardization made everything click. Suddenly, one crane design could lift any box at any port in the world. The same box could fit on a ship, then on a railway car, then on a truck trailer. No need to unpack and repack the goods inside. Just move the entire sealed box. This cut down handling time dramatically, from days to mere hours for loading. This efficiency transformed global trade completely. Shipping costs plummeted, making it cheap to send goods across vast oceans. The world felt smaller, more connected. International trade boomed like never before. The most common container is the dry van. These are the workhorses of global shipping, made of strong steel or aluminum. They carry general cargo, all sorts of things, like clothes from Bangladesh, electronics from China, toys, furniture, car parts, you name it. Anything that doesn't need special temperature. Then you have the reefer containers. Reefer is short for refrigerated. These are like giant fridges or freezers on the move. They have their own cooling units to keep perishable goods at the right temperature. Think fresh fruit, vegetables, meat, and seafood. Also, pharmaceuticals and medicines that need to stay cold. For liquids and gases, there are tank containers. It's basically a big cylindrical tank built inside a standard container frame. They carry all sorts of bulk liquids, chemicals, food-grade oils, milk, wine, even hazardous materials. Sometimes cargo is too big or awkward. For these special cases, we have flat rack containers. These have a strong flat base and end walls but no sidewalls and no roof. Very versatile for project cargo. The container's journey usually starts at a factory or a large warehouse. Workers carefully load goods into the empty container. They try to pack it tightly and securely. This is to prevent damage during the long trip. Once full, the container doors are closed, then locked and sealed with a special numbered seal. This seal is important for security. Next, the packed container travels to the port. This is usually done by truck or sometimes by train. At the container terminal, it's all about efficiency. Huge gantry cranes, some are really massive. They are specially designed to lift containers. The crane operator skillfully grabs the container, lifts it from the truck or yard stack, then precisely places it onto the container ship, stacking them high like giant Lego bricks. The ship then sails across the ocean. This part of the journey can take days or even several weeks. Once it reaches the destination port, the process reverses. Another set of giant cranes swings into action. They unload the containers from the ship, placing them onto trucks or railway wagons, ready for the next leg of their journey. Keeping the cargo safe is a top priority. Every container has strong steel doors and heavy-duty locking mechanisms. When a container is packed, a unique seal is applied. This seal is like a tamper-proof tag. Ports have additional security measures. Customs authorities use intelligence and risk assessment. They use X-ray or gamma-ray scanners to see inside containers. Intermodal transport allows seamless movement between ship, train, and truck. Standard sizes and fittings make this possible. This reduces handling and speeds up the supply chain. Before containers, cargo handling was a huge expense. Think about it, all that manual labor. Loading and unloading piece by piece, so tedious. It could account for a very large portion of the total cost of shipping goods. Some estimates say up to half, or even more. This made shipping many types of goods over long distances just too expensive to consider. Malcom McLean's simple box changed all that. The cost of loading and unloading ships plummeted. From several US dollars per ton of cargo down to mere cents per ton. It was a massive reduction. Some say it cut cargo handling costs by over 90%. Suddenly the cost of distance shrank. Shipping became affordable for almost everyone. This was the economic miracle of the box. This drastic cost reduction had a huge effect. It unleashed a massive wave of international trade. The volume of goods traded between countries exploded. It grew much faster than the global economy itself. More countries could participate in global markets, exporting what they made best, importing what they needed. The patterns of trade shifted significantly. So this simple steel box, eh? It seems so ordinary, just a big container. But its impact has been anything but ordinary. It quietly revolutionized how goods move around our planet. It's not an exaggeration to say it changed the world more than many famous inventions. It touched almost every aspect of modern life, from the clothes we wear to the food we eat. The container made the world feel smaller. It drastically cut the cost and time of shipping goods across vast oceans and continents. Distant countries became trading partners almost like neighbors. It connected producers and consumers globally, in a way that was unimaginable before its arrival. This interconnectedness is a hallmark of our times. Thanks in large part to this metal box, this invention was a key driver of globalization. It allowed companies to build complex global supply chains. Manufacturing could be done where it was most efficient. Components sourced from various specialized locations, and finished products shipped to markets everywhere. This led to the rise of global brands, and the consumer society we know today, all facilitated by these standard containers.